Now, throughout the entire year of 2023, it's safe to say that Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the AEW World's Heavyweight Champion, has gone out of his way in his promos to mention the fact that his contract with AEW is and would have been coming up very, very soon. And we've all seen the mentions of the bidding war of 2024 in terms of Tony Khan in AEW and Nick Khan in WWE, even though it's more a Paul Levesque, Triple H thing in terms of creative. I don't know, up to you as a fan to define what kind of battle behind the scenes you want. But the question everybody's been asking themselves is, where will we see MJF in 2024? Will it be in WWE? Will he stay with AEW? Where will he go? Where should he go? And at least from my point of view, there's a very simple answer for both. The fact of the matter is, we're going to keep seeing MJF in AEW, and MJF should do everything in his power to stick around in AEW. Because MJF is the kind of superstar that is once in a lifetime. He's that damn good in that ring and on that microphone. He's, especially when he's unhinged, especially when he isn't shackled by so many production aspects, by so much pegs in the machine working behind him. And even though I do believe MJF would be successful in WWE, I think he would headline WrestleMania. No doubt. I think he would make a lot of money and really become a household name in WWE. And I'm not saying that he won't ever go to WWE and he should never go to WWE. But as far as I'm concerned right now, he'd be a little bit lost in the shuffle on Raw and SmackDown, and he wouldn't be factored into any main events in WrestleMania, at least for 2024 and 2025 is concerned, because you got Roman Reigns, you got Seth freaking Rollins, you got CM Punk, you got way too many moving parts over there. Cody Rhodes, the roller coaster. You got way too many parts in WWE, and to me, MJF is AEW through and through. He's to his full potential on the microphone, character work in All Elite Wrestling. I think nobody can deny that. And if he were to go to WWE, he'd be overproduced. He'd be, and I hate to say this, and I hate to bring it back to this, and I don't think it would be that far. I don't think it would be that terrible, but to me, it'd be kind of like what TNA tried to do with AJ Styles back in 2010, make him another Ric Flair, turn him into something he's not. Especially when the version we've got of him so far in terms of MJF is already not just good enough, it's fantastic. So, I fully expect MJF to renew with AEW, re-sign with AEW. He's going to be there for years and years to come. I think it's something that needs to happen. I think it's something that should be at the top of Tony Khan's mind. And again, there's that temptation of watching him in WWE, of course. And maybe sometime later in the decade we'll get to see that. But for now, MJF is the face of AEW. MJF is the guy that AEW needs to keep putting at the top of their list, at the top of their cards, at the top of their programs, the main focal aspect of their show, to even consider them as a threat or as competition to WWE. That's a very, very simple statement to me. Much like, to me, AJ Styles was that for TNA Wrestling, and now he's in WWE. Much like Sting was that for WCW, and he eventually had a WWE stint. I believe MJF can become that for All Elite Wrestling. And yeah, eventually he can make his way over to Stanford, but for right now, for what he is doing right now, for the current landscape of professional wrestling in the 2023, 2024, and 2025, to that matter, MJF, I'm not your wise man, I'm not your counsel, I'm not wise at all, but I would recommend I would highly recommend you stick around with AEW and you keep putting that company over and you keep putting that company, at least from an entertainment aspect, on the level of the devil, which in this case would be WWE. So with that said, MJF to me is sticking around with AEW for the long run, at least until the next decade. That's just my prediction. And yeah, hopefully he does make his way to WWE at some point in the very near future. That's something I do want to see. But for right now, at this very moment in time, and just strictly speaking on 2024 and the bidding war of 2024, MJF is sticking around with All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan. So with that said, what are your thoughts? Where do you expect MJF to land? Again, there's a lot of rumors going out there that WWE is no longer sending feelers to Max in terms of signing with them, and the fact that there are also rumors out there that MJF has already re-signed with AEW as we speak for the next few years, multi-year contract. Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.